Welcome everybody. In this overview, we're going to cover the context for COVID-safe planning from LSV and club perspectives. The starting point for our COVID-safe planning is following all the guidance from the Victorian Government. On the 6th of September this year, the government first announced the roadmap for easing restrictions in Metro and Regional Victoria, and there have been many announcements since. We all have seen how Metro and Regional Victoria have been in two separate speeds in terms of easing of restrictions. While there have been many differences in the speed of easing of restrictions, it's really important to note that whether you are in Metro or Regional Victoria, having a COVID-safe plan is the key prerequisite for restarting any activity. You can't get past go without one. So, in this overview, we will be talking about COVID-safe planning for LSV and clubs, the critical work we must undertake before starting any activity in lifesaving. Let's start by setting the scene about lifesaving footprint in Victoria. With our 57 lifesaving clubs across the state, we have more than 37,000 members. Together, we work with communities, educational institutions, government agencies, businesses, and the broader aquatic industry to achieve our mission and vision in preventing aquatic-related death and injury. Working across the state, there certainly is a breadth of activity that we have to cover, both from an LSV perspective, but also from a lifesaving club perspective. Have a think about what we need to make COVID safe at your club and LSV. This will include activities like life-saving patrols, helicopter services, nippers, sports, events, cafes, swimming pools, school excursions, hospitality venues, and accommodation, just to name a few. As we approach summer, we are expecting to see many people at our beaches and open waterways. So, going back to our mission, we all have a critical role to play in making our waterways safer. Looking at LSV's COVID-safe plan, we need to cover the activity delivered and operated directly by LSV, as you can see on the left here. The activity delivered and operated directly by lifesaving clubs in the middle, and the activity delivered and operated directly by industry partners on the right there. Focusing on our 57 lifesaving clubs, each club will make its own decision on what activities they choose to run in the coming season. Now, we understand that each club may have differing circumstances. Therefore, LSV will support clubs on a case-by-case basis. It's really important to understand some of the risks that we have considered in COVID-safe planning. Now, the primary risk that we are trying to mitigate is the transmission of COVID-19 at LSV or a club. While trying to do so, there are a number of other risks that we have to consider, ensuring that we are able to open and operate as safely as possible. I'll give you a moment to have a look at some of these risks. The last risk listed here is really important. We need to avoid COVID-safe being a bad user experience. Though the challenge is complex, we are trying to make things as simple as possible to improve the user experience in being COVID-safe. As the last slide in the overview, let me tell you about the steps we have taken so far and the steps ahead. For step 1, we have developed LSV's COVID-safe plan, which provides the overarching framework for the club-specific COVID-safe plans. Step 2, we're working with clubs to develop their COVID-safe plans linked to LSV's COVID-safe plan. You can see some examples on the screen. We have 57 plans to complete. And step 3, with COVID-safe plans in place, LSV and clubs are set to do the best that we can this season. This is the end of this overview. hope you now have an understanding of the importance of what we do in lifesaving, the importance of COVID-safe planning, and the steps we will take to being COVID safe.